What's up, guys? Happy Thursday. Back on the grind. As always, just waiting for a few seconds, maybe 1 minute before we start. But we do have some pretty interesting things for today. Hopefully, you guys are doing pretty good. So let's see. First of all, we got the airdrop for Zeta, by the way. Let's see if this thing can load. Yeah, there we go. So we got the airdrop for ZetaChain today, so we can claim. Right now at $1.21, I received 236. So if we do the math, we're starting the month with $285, so not bad at all. Small profit, so we can start the month. At the moment, I'm not going to be selling it just because of the current market cap. I do think it is kind of low for a blockchain, just $287 million. If we look at something like Outlayer, currently they're at like $500 million. So I don't think $287 million is well priced. Most likely I'm expecting something as like $500 million, 400, anywhere between 400 and $600 million. So at the moment, I'm not selling. I still have my tokens, so hopefully it can go to maybe $2 to $2.50. That should be the pricing for me, where I'm going to start selling some of my tokens for a profit, and then obviously, as usual, just moving it into something else. So that would be number one for Zeta. Number two, we had Aevo, which is confirmed finally. So we will be receiving the airdrop. Let's go ahead and check some info, and it looks like the snapshot hasn't been taken yet. So we got this yesterday. They will have the airdrop. Good thing is there is no points, so thankfully there is no freaking points for Aevo. And what they will have is like a pre-mining, which I'm guessing for the next maybe 4 weeks, we can take like a few trades and increase the amount of Aevo tokens that we're going to be receiving. What is actually pretty interesting is this. So the first snapshot will be taken before farming program. So that means the snapshot hasn't been taken, or at least that's what I do think. So most likely, if you haven't started, or maybe if your volume is kind of low, you still have time to add some volume towards Aevo because the snapshot hasn't been taken. And even after the snapshot, you guys can continue to use Aevo and obviously increase the amount of tokens that you're going to be receiving. Let's see. So users can still increase their airdrop by participating in the farming program. Aevo token is live, but liquidity will not be added yet, obviously. So that's what we got. They also, here it is. So there is some more information. The main criteria for the farming program will be centered around volume, fees, and loyalty on the platform. Loyalty will be measured based on the recurring usage of Aevo, so make sure that you use it on a consistent basis, so maybe every day if you can. There will also be additional farming boost factor, which is a multiplier on the reward that will accrue, blah, blah, blah. We'll be launching the program in the next few days, and users can start increasing their farming boost by trading on the platform. This will give users another chance at increasing their airdrop allocation. To be clear, all users of Aevo up to this point who have done volume will be eligible for Aevo. So the program is a chance for you to amplify your rewards. So if you're getting $100, most likely if you just start adding a lot of volume, you might increase that amount. Even though I do think we should get more than $100 for this airdrop. Like currently it is, I don't know if you guys know, but the token actually is Ribbon Finance. So they are doing a rebranding of Ribbon Finance, which the market cap currently is $389 million. So most likely Aevo should open anywhere between that price of $500 million. And the amount of users that they have currently is around 80,000 users, and most of them are not using the platform. I know that because I have a referral link. Again, if you haven't started, there is a referral link in the description. But most of the people that are joining my referral link, I would say like 30% are actually adding volume. So out of those 80,000 users, maybe 30,000, 40,000 users will be eligible for the airdrop. So that's a good thing. And also there is 16% allocated for the airdrop. So we could say if they're doing 400 million divided into 40,000, let's say, let me see if that is, no, my bad, divided by 16%. So around 64 million is what will go toward the airdrop. So let's say 50 million, 60 million, give or take. So 50 million, is that 50? Yeah, it is. Divided into 40,000. So at least we should be making more than 1K from this airdrop. This is what I am expecting. Obviously, we cannot calculate it like that. But still, I do think if you have enough volume above 10K, 20K, you should do pretty good on this airdrop. And obviously, you still have the option to continue to add as much volume as possible since it is leverage. So you can maybe allocate like $50, $100 and just start taking transaction over and over. And you can close your transaction within a few minutes. You don't need to wait hours for them to be applicable as trades. So that would be for Aevo. Let's go ahead and check here. So you guys can see I actually have been adding a lot of position. Right now I only have $40 on the platform. I have one position open, which is in profit for $9.30, so pretty good. So basically that's what I am doing, just using it every day, adding as much volume as possible. Obviously with leverage, you guys can see I have 0.20 ETH as my position, but I am not holding 0.20 ETH. I'm just using $30, $40 to trade and to continue to add as much volume as possible. So hopefully that can increase my allocation. So that is for Aevo. So most likely, I'm guessing by next month. So starting next month, we should get the airdrop, depending on the farming event, the pre-mining event. So if it is for 4 weeks, usually it is for 4 weeks. So I would say for February, we would be trading, adding a lot of position, increasing our volume, and then maybe starting April, we should be getting the airdrop. But again, it really depends on the event, how they're going to be doing it. So that is for Aevo. Again, ZetaChain, also live. There is a link in the description. I don't know if you guys are eligible for the airdrop, but I claimed 236 Zeta tokens, which right now, let's go ahead and check Zeta. Worth $283, so not bad at all. And I'm pretty sure we should be getting more airdrops in the future by using the mainnet. So make sure that you're early, that you start using a few things. You don't need to add a crazy amount of volume, but just start adding some transactions, because in the end you can add volume later on, but you cannot recoup the days. So if 1 or 2 months pass by and you haven't taken any type of transaction, obviously you cannot recoup that. But later on, you can obviously add more volume. So start today, maybe $10, $15 swap, just to have some consistency on Zeta. And hopefully we can receive an airdrop maybe in a few months or by the end of this year. Is what I'm expecting, maybe in 6 months, something like that for ZetaChain. Other than that, let's see what else we have. So we also have mode. By the way, I've been getting some questions about mode. If we can bridge back. Currently, I don't think we have a third-party service to bridge to an L2. So that means you need to be using the native bridge, which takes 7 days. This is completely normal, guys. When I first started using Optimism, it was taking 7 days. Aptos also last year, it was taking 7 days for you to remove your funds. So many L2s, usually when you're using the native bridge at first, for the first few months or few weeks that they are up and running, usually takes like 7 days to remove your funds. So just for you to know. But most likely over the next week or two, I'm expecting a type of bridge. So maybe Orbiter, Jumper, or any other bridge should start adding mode, obviously. Then, but still, make sure that you start using it as early as possible. The earlier we are with a project, with a blockchain, obviously we get better rewards. So make sure, even if it is $20, $50, again, it doesn't matter because later on you can still add some transactions, some volume, but you cannot recoup the days. So start today, start tomorrow, $50, just a few swaps, and obviously you will need to leave your funds on the blockchain because it doesn't really make sense for you to be removing $50 back and forth. But at least just start taking 1 or 2 transactions per day, and most likely be getting a lot of points. So that would be for mode. And let's see what else we have for today. Oh, also fluidity. Let's see. Let me go ahead and bring this thing here. One sec. So for fluidity, the airdrop, or at least the event, is until we have 9 days left, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go ahead and double check here. 8 days, actually, 8 days. So yeah, so for fluidity, I already have a video on it, so you can go ahead and watch it. But the airdrop event will be done in 8 days. So most likely after the airdrop, we should be getting after the airdrop event, we should be getting the airdrop for fluid tokens. Pretty easy to use. What I'm just doing is just swapping back and forth using Jumper. And if you're getting some issues with the amount of bottles that you're seeing, that is an issue with the UI. I already checked on Discord and it looks like they have an issue with the UI. But if you're seeing your bottles here, let me see, on airdrop. So you go to airdrop and then you go to, actually it is dashboard. So once you're on dashboard, just click on my dashboard. If you're seeing your bottles, that means they're being added. So no worries there. Again, just an issue with the UI right now, but you should be good. I'm not adding a crazy amount of volume, just using it just to add some volume towards Jumper, all those at the same time, and also fluidity. So in the end, if I don't receive a massive airdrop out of fluidity, I am still adding some volume towards Jumper and also all those. So again, just check the strategy. I do have a video on it. Just type DeFi Chronicles fluidity and we'll be getting some information about it. Check, okay. So let's see. Other than that, what else we got for today? Few check here. So since we just ended the month of January, here we guys can check some information. So highlights, oops. So for last month, I made a profit of 1.2K. That is based on when airdrop, which is here 230, Menta 930, and ZK Fair 129. So first month of 2024, not bad at all, 1.2K from smaller projects, not bad. I added 63K in volume. This is also counting my volume as leverage on some of these platforms, so that's why you're seeing it so high. And my gas fee is $65, so pretty good to be honest. Profit 1.2K, 1.289, and gas fee 65. So again, still in profit for 1.2K. Transaction 145. I farmed 27 projects and I received 3 airdrops. And already for the month of February, I got my first airdrop, which is ZetaChain. So pretty good way to start the month. So yeah, there you go. That's what we got for today, basically. Just a quick heads up. Let me know if you guys are getting any issues with mode or anything else, or maybe Aevo. And yeah, that's it. Basically, that's what we got. I don't think we have any other things to cover. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. Pretty quick. There's also another project that we can cover actually, which is Hydro. Hydro protocol. So this one right here, if you have been staking Injective over the last month, so let's say January, most likely you are eligible for this one, but we will be able to claim March. Is it March? March, yeah, March. So we will be able to claim next month for March. Actually, Aevo is March also, not April. It is March. And they are also having a pre-mining event. So what you can do is stake some Injective tokens on their platform, and you'll be getting some points which will go towards the airdrop. At the moment, I'm not doing it because I know that I'm still eligible for the airdrop just by staking some funds with a with the Black Panther validator. But later on, I might do it. We still have 4 weeks to participate. It is until the 28th or the 31st. Let's see if I can get the information here. I think it is until the 28th. Yeah. Hi, Joe. More than $50 million in TVL. Not bad at all. Pretty good. And it is the first LSD platform on Injective. Actually pretty interesting. Usually for LSD platform, we do get some pretty nice airdrops. So if you can participate, obviously, if that is in your budget, make sure to do it. I might allocate a few Injective tokens towards that. Let's go ahead and check the website real quick. So let's see. Liquid staking, 40 million. Farming. Nice. So your points are scheduled to be exchanged one-to-one with Hydro after the TGE. Nice. Okay. Pretty interesting. I don't know how much you need to be staking to get 1 point on Hydro, but still, if it is a one-to-one exchange, not bad at all. And usually this type of project, they should open at $200 million market cap. Pretty easy. And I don't think there is a lot of people farming this. So I might use it. I might farm it. I might add a few dollars on this. Obviously, you will need a Kepler wallet or Lip wallet since it is on Injective. And obviously, you will need some Injective to stake. And just for the next 4 weeks. And after that, we get the TGE and we get the airdrop. So pretty good. Let me go ahead and check some comments. Many thanks for all your content, my friend. I enjoy a lot of this time. Be on live. Hope something come back sometime. Come back to the Dominican Republic, where I know you're with Crypto Profit. Gran abrazo desde Perú. Un abrazo, hermano. My pleasure. Raúl. Hi. Injective tokens ain't cheap. Yeah, I know. That's why I am not really farming a lot of Injective, but still, if you can allocate just one, and usually the price is kind of stable for Injective, so maybe try with one just to play with it. It should be like $30, $35, something like that. Let me go ahead and double check the pricing. Injective. The gas fees are pretty low, so if you send like 1.05 is enough. $34, not bad at all. So yeah, if you can, try with one or two. And after that, once you receive your airdrop, you can obviously take that and stake it with a validator for future airdrops. And basically, you're also holding for the long run. I don't think Injective will go away. Most likely by 2025, the price should increase. Maybe, let's see what's the market cap right now. $3 billion. We could see a 3x on Injective. Pretty easy. If they continue to build, obviously. Yeah, a 3x, most likely. We could see that. So again, you're basically farming some projects on Injective, receiving some airdrop, but at the same time, you might receive some price increase. So it might go up. I think $100 is completely doable. for Injective. Obviously not today, not tomorrow, but over the next few months, maybe 2025, by the bird run. Chronicle, I need some Injective guidance for hunting. To be honest, I'm not huge on Injective. I'm just staking with the Black Panther validator. I do have a video on that. Just type DeFi Chronicles Black Panther validator or Injective validator, and you should get it. I'm only staking like for Injective. I'm not doing that much. I'm a little bit heavier on TIA and also Milky Way. That's where I have most of my money allocated. Also Kinza. But for Injective, just 4. 4 Injective is what I am staking at the moment. But I think I might increase that. Again, still good because the price of the token might continue to increase. But at the same time, you might receive some airdrop just for doing nothing because you're just staking. And also Black Panther validator. If you stake with them, you will be receiving the airdrop in the future for Black Panther, which is a great platform. What's up? What's up, kiddo? I think DIM is a large airdrop, but it is so big. Give to anybody then holding back kids. Huh? It is so big to give anybody then holding bad kids NFT. I don't know. I'm not holding bad kids NFT. To be honest, I'm not huge on NFTs. It is not something that excites me, to be honest. Made $500 from Jupiter. There we go. Awesome. Congrats. Now, which project I should farm with these funds? To be honest, $500 is more than enough for you to start farming. I don't know if you have been farming, but $500 is more than enough. As I always say, like, if you're farming, for example, layer 0, which for transactions you might pay like $1, you can add $10,000 in volume pretty easy on layer 0 and end up spending like $20 on gas fee. So not bad. You can start maybe layer 0. You can also do Wormhole. Obviously, I need to mention ZK which with $500 you can add a lot of volume on ZK Sync, because all those ZK swap, Sync swap are pretty cheap in terms of transaction fees. They're usually like 16 cents. So just imagine the amount of volume that you can add. If we do a quick math here, let me go ahead and confirm. So 16 cents. So 100 transactions on ZK Sync at 16 cents will be obviously $16 only. But if you do that with $500, that is $50,000 in volume. And you'll be paying just 16 cents. Pretty easy. And 50K volume is pretty good on ZK Sync. So what I would do, again, this is my opinion. If you're not farming ZK Sync, I would send that money on ZK Sync for the next few days, add 50K in volume. Then I would leave $50 only on the platform just for consistency. So add the 50K in volume, and then over the next few days, you can just continue. So maybe every day you can just take one swap, just to show that you're being consistent with the platform and obviously get some points because you have different days active on the platform. But then you can add 50K within a week with that. And again, just $16, $20 in fees. You should be doing pretty good. After that, you can do maybe layer 0. You can do maybe Wormhole, which Wormhole is pretty cheap also. And just by adding like 10K, 5K on Wormhole, you should have a pretty good ranking. But I would first start with ZK Sync, if I would be the one. Obviously starting today, just because I do like ZK Sync. And I think it is easier. For TIA stake, give 200, but now 445. Yeah, but I wasn't staking TIA back then, unfortunately. I started staking TIA in January. I went into bottle farming because of you. Will farm farming tomorrow. Reached 7K bottles on 2 accounts. Dude, that's crazy. What do you think they can be worth? I'm thinking of trying to hit 100K. 100K on what? 100K volume or 100K bottles? But still 7,000 bottles, that is pretty good. That's a great amount. I have around 1.5K in bottles. Well, no, 1.8K in bottles. That's pretty good. And to be honest, I'm not sure how much we're going to be receiving from the airdrop. Just wanted to farm it to make sure that I am farming Jumper and also adding some volume towards all those. So at the same time, I know that I'm qualifying for 3 airdrop. Have you heard of Zion? Looks like they just set a testnet for their O1 and started Galaxy and Guild. I saw some information about it, but to be honest, I haven't started. I do need to do it. Let me go ahead and write it out. So I can do it maybe today or this week. So Zion, but that's pretty good. If they are in L1, most of the time the airdrops from L1 are pretty good. Thanks for the info. Currently, I'm farming ZK Sync, 200k rank. On ZK Sync, I will start farming L0 Romho. Can I still do Linea? To be honest, I'm not super bullish on Linea. After all the tasks, I do think the majority of the airdrop will go towards the people that are holding the NFTs. So for the waves, you can still try, but I would just go with other ones. And then once you're done, if you still have time or if you still have funds, sure, go ahead and use Linea. Any guide on Gitcoin, how to get 20 plus core? So yeah, yesterday we were talking about that. I'm gonna do some research this weekend to see how we can do it. And then maybe on Monday, I'm gonna be making a video on that. What do you think about Ether Score? I don't know what that is. Never heard of it. Ether Score or Ether Score? Not sure. I don't know. Is it worth getting the Libertas Omnibus? Only if you have enough funds. If you're holding just $500, nah. I don't think it is worth it for you to be spending $150 on an NFT. Because $500 you can obviously farm ZK Sync, but that same amount you can also farm other things. So it really depends on the amount of funds that you have. If you have $150 that you can basically dump on an NFT without getting worried if it goes down or up, sure, go for it. If not, don't do it. 100K bottles, dang. If you do and the airdrop is great, pretty sure 100K bottles will be a massive amount. Zeta farming as we receive a peanut drop. Yes, I'm still gonna be farming ZetaChain, to be honest. I'm still gonna be adding some transaction towards that. Not a lot of volume right now, but still, just again, as I always say, just try to be early. I'm still gonna be adding some transactions maybe today, and I'm gonna try to do it every week, at least 1 or 2 transactions, and later on, once we get some information about the airdrop, then I might add a little bit more volume. But right now, just consistency. A few $20 swap, nothing crazy. For ZK Sync scroll, would it be okay if token hits and your wallet is only 2 and 4 months old? But I take transaction every day, minimum 1 per day, and goal is 50, 100K volume. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Obviously, if we have the same stats, if I have 50 or 100K in volume and I've been using it for the past 10 months, yeah, of course, my wallet will look way better, but still, 50K to 100K in volume is not something that we see on all wallets. So right there, you are an outlier. And also, if you're using it every day, then yeah, your ranking should be pretty good. How do you bridge ETH on Cephalia? I think Hop Bridge has the option. Not sure. You need to look for a bridge that is on testnet. Maybe Rhino has the option, but I haven't bridged in months. Probably like a year. So I'm not 100% sure. What would you do with 365 Menta, considering is it not enough to stake? Let's see. What's the price of Menta right now? You said what? 365, right? Yeah, 365. 365. Well, 1K, that's a pretty good amount for you to play with. Most likely I would sell it. Again, that's my opinion. Obviously, do whatever you feel you should be doing. But I would sell it and then I would maybe allocate some funds like $200 on Hydro, which we mentioned just a second ago that they are having the airdrop by the end of this month or starting next month. Maybe $200 worth of Injective. Then after that, once I receive the airdrop from Hydro, I can then convert it and continue to stake it on Black Panther. I would also purchase some PITH tokens since I don't think there is a minimum for you to be staking on PITH. And I would allocate some for Milky Way. You can still go also for staking on a validator on a TIA validator, but I do like Milky Way a little bit more than staking with a validator. I'm still doing both, but I have a little bit more funds on Milky Way. That's what I would do. Obviously, this is myself. Or maybe at first you could use that money to add a lot of volume. So, for example, let me go back. So, I'm selling it today. I have 1.1K in funds. I would maybe use that to add some volume towards maybe layer 0, maybe Wormhole, maybe Scroll, since 1K is a pretty good amount. If you take 10 transaction on any of these platforms, you're basically adding 10K in volume pretty easy. Once you're done, you should be spending like $20 on gas fee by doing all of that. Once you're done, then I would allocate some into Hydro for Injective, then some into a TIA validator, and also some into Milky Way and PITH. That's how I would do it. Also Kinza. I think I would also do Kinza, just because the airdrop is in April. There's a lot of things to do, dude. There's a lot of things. Any good testnet airdrop that you're farming? Currently, no. But I might take a look at Zion, which I don't know who mentioned Zion. Crypto Bot Boy. I might do Zion since it is an L1. Bottle, which airdrop is this? That is Fluidity. Fluidity money. Let's see if I have it open here. Here it is. This Fluidity. Then let's see what else we got. Ether score. No, I don't know what is it. Ether score, to be honest. Hawk. What's Hawk? Do you hold the ZK Omni NFT? It's quite a high chance to be a multiplier node. ZK Omni NFT. What is that? ZK Omni NFT. What's that? ZK Omni NFT. I don't remember. I don't know. Should I buy a ZK name service? It costs only $5. Any benefit of doing that? I don't think so. I would rather just buy it on ETH since it increases your identity on chain. So I would rather just spend that on a .eth. You can still go for it, obviously, but I don't think there is many benefits for doing so. But .eth, yes. If you can do it, do it. Using ENS. That would be the platform, ENS. Nowadays, there are 100 of airdrops opportunities. Do you feel every project is farming the farmers? As always, it has always been like that. They're always farming the farmers. That is just the system. First of all, they do it because they just want to get cheap marketing. Obviously, because they don't need to put the money up front. So if they talk about the airdrop or maybe anybody else's talk about the airdrop, then all of us will go to layer 0. Like, let's be real. Why are we using layer 0? Just because it is good? We have many options to farm other things or to use other bridges, but in the end we go with layer 0 because we're expecting an airdrop. So in the end they were getting more profit, they were getting more transactions. So yeah, airdrop is just a marketing tactic, to be honest. But still, at the moment it is working. If you're early enough, you can make some profit. So still playing with it until it is not profitable anymore. Thanks, mate. So Menta has not a good projection from your point of view. No, actually, yes, I do like Menta for the long term. I do like it. I'm just saying right now, if you want to farm a lot of things, I would probably sell it. Because what I think is, let's say you have 365 Menta right now, and the price maybe doubles, which is really hard to do, to go from $3 to $6. But let's say that happens, it goes to $6. In total you would have 2.4k in profit. But if you're using the same $1,000 and you're farming ZK Sync, Layer 0, Rumhole, Scroll, obviously just to add volume quick, then you go and stake some funds into Milky Way, and you also use Hydro and maybe Kinza. In the end, that is 7 projects. Most likely you should be able to make more than 2.5k in profit. So yeah, Menta might double in price. You might make 2.5k in profit. But if you're farming 7 projects, 7 good projects, most likely you should be able to make more than $5,000 in profit if you're consistent with the airdrop farming. That's how I see it. If you're not really into airdrop, which most likely you are because you're here, I think it is obviously the best opportunity. But that depends if you have the funds to do it or not. If you already got like a few $1,000s to farm, I don't think it is necessary to farm your Menta, to sell your Menta. Just keep it. If not, I would sell it myself, obviously. Menta is becoming such a pain, especially if you didn't get a big allocation. BitGet has a minimum withdrawal amount of 30 Menta, while TIA tokens is like 0.5. Yeah. Again, I still like it. I'm still going to be buying some Menta. Not right now, just because I do need my funds to be farming as many things as possible. You already have a ENS. Yeah, great. In that case, go for a domain on ZK Sync. Sure. Make sure that what you're choosing, the platform is good. I don't know if Space ID, if they have it. If they do, go with Space ID. ZK Omni NFT, I mean the ZK Sync NFT. So I'm guessing you're referring to Omnibus. If it is Omnibus, yeah, the $150 one. Again, if you have the funds to purchase the Omnibus NFT, the ZK Sync NFT, sure, go for it. But if your funds are just $500, for me, it doesn't really make sense to be spending $150. I have 2 of them, but I'm not going to be buying anymore in the future. Hoping Kinza and Kilo would provide a decent airdrop. Most likely, yes. I'm pretty excited for Kinza. Currently, I'm ranking 7k or 6k on Kinza. And usually what I'm doing is, if I have like $500, I would first go to Kinza, I stake it or lend it, and then I borrow against it so I can continue to use basically the same amount of funds. I'm just staking USDC. So I would add maybe $500 of USDC and then take a loan for 450. So my points can continue to go up. So are the airdrop farming season ending? Nah, I don't think airdrop will go at all. Again, airdrop is all about decentralization and people getting early. And again, this is the best marketing tactic. The best marketing tactic. If you think about it, crypto, you need to be using basically real funds, money. So just me going into Twitter and typing, oh, we have a new project, start using it. I'm not going to do it. Most likely I'm not going to do it because I don't want to lose my funds just because of the amount of scams there is right now. But if they start talking about airdrop that they might do, the token, TGE, blah blah blah. So yeah, they start getting a lot of people joining, using the platform. They are earning fees a lot, making money, making a profit without doing anything. Obviously, they do need to do the airdrop in the future, but they're just creating money out of thin air. Airdrop is just that. So I don't think airdrop will be ending anytime soon. Any thoughts on ZK EVM? Not really farming it anymore. I added a few transactions back in 2023. I think there are better opportunities right now than ZK EVM, to be honest. Do you know if performing transaction on Dimension testnet helps out for future airdrop? For example, I've been staking those testnet token. Will that have any benefit? I don't think so. Nah. Once the mainnet is out, testnet is worthless. Unless there is any type of update that they mention, hey, go use a testnet. We want to make sure this is working or blah, blah, blah. But other than that, no. You need to be using the testnet before they have the mainnet. Do you think it's great farming Zora network? Yes, I actually added a video this morning on Twitter, my transaction. What I am doing is using Holograph and then selecting Zora. So basically I would do this. Wait. Every Wednesday we have a free mint for Holograph. You can basically come here, select Zora, oops, not OP. Select Zora and then you mint a free NFT. So at the same time, you're basically farming two projects in one. The fees are usually like $1. Let's see. I'm not gonna be minting it because I already did it this morning. 131. So yeah, and this is something that you can do maybe once a week. Since every Wednesday we have a new NFT, and at the same time you're farming two projects. Holograph is tokenless, Zora is tokenless, and it is pretty cheap. If you're just doing one transaction per week, then that is what, $5 per month? That's nothing. Thanks for your response, mate. Some people say this year, 2024, will be fantastic for airdrop, but the last year. Yes, I do think this year will be pretty good for airdrops because most of this project, what they're trying to do is launch their token after the halving, so they can get a pretty good pricing. Obviously, they're not gonna have their TGE after 2025 because after 2025 we have the bear market. So most likely 2024 is when they're gonna be starting doing a lot of TGE, and also 2025 to capture as much money as possible. Crypto is a business, guys. So I'm not gonna be selling ice in the winter. I want to be selling ice in the summer. So whenever there is money in the market, they're gonna be obviously doing a lot of TGE. Are you also investing for the upcoming bull run? Yeah. Most of my profit, 50% of my profit in airdrop, I allocate them into long-term investments. I have a wallet that I don't touch. I don't play with it. I don't have the seed phrase, nothing. I just send some funds every month for the long run. That's it. Please keep this live format. Is excellent for airdrop format. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you. Check puffer too. What's that? What's puffer? Have you done a how-to on drift? Yes, I do. You can whenever you think or you want to double check if I have something, just type DeFi Chronicles and the name of the project on YouTube. But I do have a video on drift. I bridge, swap, and also both mode name service, but my points is not increasing. Are you facing the same issue? Not myself, but I do have some other people with the same issue. So most likely it is just lagging. Do you think Polygon-matic is still relevant, considering selling my tokens for things that have more utility like staking and earning rewards? Matic is good, but it is an old coin, and also it is pretty massive. Like, I do like Risk, to be honest. Matic is great. Most likely the price will increase in the future. 81 cent. Let's see. What's the market cap? Dude, the market cap is $7.5 billion. So for you to make a huge profit on this, let's say 10x, this needs to go to $75 billion, which is a lot of money. If we check market cap, let me do this bigger. Max. It was around $20 billion last bull run for Matic. So let's say they can do good and go to $40 billion. So from 7, so what? And obviously you're not going to be able to catch the top. So even if I am saying $40 billion will be the top, you will not be catching the top. That is impossible. So 40 divided into 7.5. 7.5, there we go. So that's 5 X's. So that's what I'm expecting at the most. But again, we don't know what would be the top. The top might be $39 billion. And then you end up just bag holding. So I do think there are better opportunities. But still, Matic is good. Most likely you will be making a profit out of it. So I cannot tell you to sell or not. Do you think Auto Finance will do an airdrop? They have induced point system just so today. Yeah, sure. I've been adding a lot of transaction on Auto whenever I can. Obviously, it is not my top priority. D-Bridge, Jumper, and Omni BTC are my top priority when it comes to bridges. But yeah, most likely we should see an airdrop for Auto. I don't know when, but most likely, yes. What is the best way to increase volume for a ZK Sync airdrop? By using Odos. Odos.xyz. Odos. Just added that. Just do some swap every day. Not wrapping. Don't wrap ETH to WETH. That doesn't count as volume. You need to be making some swaps. So ETH to USDC, USDC to DAI, DAI to I don't know what else, USDT or any other token. Okay, I will certainly want to leave the live stream playing with Drift now. Oh, no worries, you can do it later. But yeah, I do have a video. I just get 1K from Zeta Airdrop. Nice. That's I think ZK allocation will be a big surprise in this 2024. Nice. If you got 1K for Zeta, that's pretty good. You actually did better than me. Pretty nice. And yeah, ZK airdrop will be massive. If you have a good ranking, your airdrop will be massive. So you're doing some futures trading, maximum 5x TIA, main coins like, okay. Yeah, cool, but just make sure that you're using something that is tokenless also. So if you're trading some futures, make sure that the platform is tokenless, just so you can receive another airdrop just by doing it. In Kinza video, you said that anything other than USDT will get collateral fund. Yes, correct. So on Kinza, instead of using USDT, which was the first thing that I tried, I would just go with USDC because you can use it as a collateral. For USDT, you cannot. So if you allocate $100 worth of USDT, you will not be able to take a loan against it. But if you do USDC on Kinza, you will be able to do it. I have been doing it for the past month. So just use USDC. I am bullish on ICP near Arbitrum, I guess Algorand, Menta, AI, IMX for upcoming bull run. Currently holding this for long term. Share some coins for your portfolio. Yeah, sure. Usually I don't get that question a lot, to be honest, since I talk more about investing. I mean, airdrop farming. But myself, for the long term, I have Arbitrum, one of my main tokens. I also like Zai. Hopefully, I'm saying that right, which is this. This is the first L3, so this is built on top of Arbitrum. So it is not an L2, it is an L3. And market cap currently is 214 million. Not too crazy, but I think it might be worth something in the future. So I'm just DCAing just really slowly just to see what would be the pricing. It is not a huge chunk of my portfolio, but I do like it. Zai. Other than Arbitrum, TIA obviously, but I'm just staking my TIA to receive airdrop. So basically, two birds with one stone. Injective a little bit. I do have Atom, but I don't like it for the long term. I think there are better opportunities. I'm just holding it for airdrops. That's it. But it is not something that I really like or get excited about. Menta, I do like it for the long run. What else? Well, actually, I do have one sec. Yeah, I think this is my. So let me see what I have. I like Solana. Obviously, you're not gonna be receiving a huge profit out of it. It is already huge, $41 billion market cap. But I do like it just for staking, so I can receive all the airdrops. AVAX, I like it. Matic, not really. Atom, not really, but staking it for airdrops. Aptos, I do like it. Injective, I like it. Optimism, I love Optimism. I really, really like Optimism. The only thing is, it is quite expensive from the price that I started buying Optimism. My average is 94 cents for Optimism. So it kind of hurts to be buying right now at 2.91, but I do like it a lot. TIA, I do like it. Caspa, 50-50, I do like it. Arbitrum, obviously, yes. I've been buying Arbitrum since 95 cents. Render, I haven't bought, to be honest, but I do like it. Beam, do like it, but I think the price we could get in at a cheaper price. Menta, obviously, I do like it. I think this is a cash, right? If it is, I do like it. Pith, love it. AXL, kind of interesting for low amounts. Zai, Trader Joe, I just have it just to check some information. I'm not going to be buying Trader Joe. Nakamoto Games, like it. CGPT, like it. GFall, I do like it also. It is very similar to Gala, the gaming platform, so I do like that. Research Coin, this is actually a project from the founder of Coinbase, from Brian. So just so you know, it might go up. BCB, it is a gambling platform, kind of like it. And basically, that's it. That's what I have on my portfolio right now. I also like STG, Stargate Finance. I am holding Stargate Finance since last year. So that's what I have. And obviously, I will be adding ZK Sync to that portfolio. Also, Layer Zero, Scroll, whenever they have the token. Have you seen ZK Sync Twitter handle? What do you mean? Have you seen ZK Sync Twitter handle? When will Zora launch? I've been looking for information about the TGE, but they're silent about the launch. Yeah, we don't have any type of information about Zora. Nothing. Do you know what the ZK Success program is? Is why they changed guild requirements and Discord rules the other day, but don't know what it is. So, not sure, but I know that they changed the requirements for you to get some Discord roles on ZK Sync, and you do need to be you need to have the Gitcoin passport. Thanks a lot. My funds were stuck for 2 weeks. I was unavailable to do any activity. Where? Stuck where? Hoping start can do the airdrop on February. If so, it should be for Bravos and Argent X at the same time, right? It doesn't matter the wallet that you're using. The wallet is just the front page, the front end of your wallet. Basically, it doesn't matter if you're using Bravos, if you're using Argent, if you're using anything else. It is the same for MetaMask. It doesn't matter if you're using MetaMask, Rabi, Zerion, Rainbow. Doesn't matter. That's why you can import your wallet on all of these other platforms. It doesn't matter, to be honest. Yeah, I do think we should get it maybe February or next, or actually this month or next month. Hopefully. Kind of tired of waiting for it. Staking 5 TIA on Milky Way is good enough. That's a good start. If you can push it to 10 or 11, it would be even better. Bit Song is down 45% over the last 24 hours. What's Bit Song? No idea what that is. Bit Song. Never heard of it, to be honest. Yeah, True Atom is not that good for this bull run. How long I should stake my Atom? I also stake Osmosis, but I think it can do better. Forever. Basically, that's it. Staking your Atom, Osmosis, TIA forever. Because we don't know when they will be taking the snapshot. So we just need to be staking, staking, and staking. Very diversified portfolio, man. I will also add some of these coins. Cool. Thank you, sir. Crypto Zeta was saying it's good to stake one extra token because devs know that people stake in whole numbers. Yeah, like 20, 10, 20, 30. So to make it qualify, stake or job be 11, 21, and yeah, 100%, 100%. You guys know that, for example, when we had Bitcoin, the number that we were trying to reach was $100,000. So we're always thinking whole numbers. So that's why usually if you need to stake 5, maybe try staking 5.5 or 6. If you need to stake 10, then go with 11 or different type of numbers. It would be better. Just to be safe. Just to be safe. Because we never know. Speaking of ZK Sync and Discord rules, I saw some YouTuber mention the Gitcoin passport requirement as well as having a Discord account that is older than 3 months. Not sure about that, to be honest. I don't know. I do have some Discord account older than 3 months, so I'm basically good to go. But not sure. Again, I still need to do some research this weekend. But if you guys are in the Discord group and have some information about the Gitcoin passport, send me the links, YouTube videos, any articles so I can check them out this weekend. So obviously with all that information, we can come to a conclusion. Let's see how this thing is doing. Hey, going higher. Pretty good. Nice. So now I have what? 297. Nice way to start the day. So yeah, quick summary for today, guys. Quick summary. Let me check if there is no more comments. No. So, quick summary, we got the ZetaChain airdrop, which we claim. I got 236. Make sure that you start using it, adding some transaction. You don't need to go crazy, just in case being early might help receiving a larger airdrop. And yes, I think it will matter a lot just because they took the snapshot last time pretty early, back in August 2023. So if we can start today, make sure to do it. Again, nothing crazy, just add a few transactions just in case we can be eligible for the airdrop. Other than that, we talk about Aevo. Guys, we still have time to farm Aevo. The snapshot hasn't been taken, so add some volume. Make sure to do it. I do think this airdrop will be pretty big, and also it is pretty easy to use. $50 at a lot of leverage. Obviously, make sure that you know what you're doing. That's it. A lot of transactions every day, a lot of volume, and most likely you should get a pretty good airdrop. There is a link in the description for all of that. Mode, same thing. One transaction per day. You don't need to go crazy. Just for now, start using it. Be consistent with the platform. And also Hydro. If you can allocate some funds into Injective, I do think it might be worth it. Don't go crazy. Don't go crazy. Stake whatever you can. If it is one Injective, cool. If it is 10, great. But points will be exchanged 1-to-1. So that's a great thing. So yeah, that's what we got for today, basically. What else? Yeah, I think that's it. Just in case you have seen this issue before and have an idea how to solve that, check server Discord in OmniBTC. It says internal JSON RPC error. That should be that the server is down most of the time. If you're seeing that error, it should be the server. Hope we will make millions from this bull run. Hopefully. I hope so. I think we can. If you guys are able to invest 100K, like right now or over the next few months, most likely you should be able to get 1 million. That's only a 10x. And 10x in crypto is obviously extremely possible if you're choosing the right coins. Even the big ones like today, I do think CIA should do a 10x in the future. Arbitrum should do a 10x. So just by choosing those big projects, you should be good. You should make a lot of money. So yeah, that's it. That's all we got for today. Thank you guys for coming. See you back on Monday. Take care. Enjoy the weekend. Bye-bye.